force, cannot control their own bodies. Why don't they deserve basic human rights, basic equal rights?
Okay, let's try this again. It's like talking to a fucking child. Okay, do you agree with me?
No.
Okay. Do you agree with me?
I've never seen you this pissed off. This is fucking hilarious. Oh my God.
I'm not pissed off. I'm just...
Yes, you are. And they say women are emotional. Look at him.
You're the one freaking out, not me.
I'm not freaking out. I think this is hilarious.
For me, it's extremely frustrating talking to someone who doesn't actually understand the words that are coming out of my mouth.
You're sounding very emotional right now, Andrew.
Can we go back?
Would you like to get some water?
Yeah, can we go back and go through all of these?
If you need to cry, that's okay.
Can we go back
I'm here for you, my friend.
Can we go back through these descriptors now?
Sure.
Okay.
Alrighty.
What is a right?
You just want to keep defining words?
What is a right?
Merriam-Webster over here.
What is a right from your perspective?
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with your definition on those descriptors.
No, but I want your definition.
I'm fine with your definition of that.
Then why do you keep contradicting yourself if you're fine with my definition?
I'm not contradicting myself. Your claim just doesn't make sense that humans do not deserve rights specifically because they cannot physically
When did I say
them.
they didn't deserve them?
You just did, like 4 times.
I said they don't exist inherently, right?
Okay, so whether or not it doesn't exist inherently, does someone still deserve that right? Just because they cannot physically defend themselves.
How do you deserve something that doesn't exist?
But it does exist.
Okay, so now it exists. Does it exist or not exist?
I mean, do I have bodily autonomy currently? Yes. Can I go walk around my house and do what I want? Yes. So on a certain level, it does exist.
Where?
I mean, right here, right now. I'm here on my own free will.
So because you can do this...
Pissing you the fuck off.
So because you can do this, you have the right to do this?
I'm trying to see what extent you think women should not be allowed to do things because they cannot monopolize and control others based on
Do you understand that, like...
I just don't understand practically what you want out of this. So women can't force men...
It's hard to argue with you because you don't have any understanding of philosophy at all. So when I bring these things up...
That's not the issue. The issue is that your philosophy is inherently flawed. It morally doesn't make sense.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Negate it. Negate the proposition.
Okay, sure. With what I said before... So you're basically saying that people who utilize force to execute laws are those who have the ability to control those laws. My issue is that, and in terms of a movement towards equity or a goal of eliminating, and in terms of feminism, you're saying it's a movement towards equity with the goal of eliminating patriarchal systems. My issue is that I fundamentally do not believe that laws should be exclusively enforced to the benefit of those who have physical power.
Okay. That's not a negation of force doctrine. So, like, I don't know what to... You're so philosophically illiterate that you actually don't even understand what I'm saying to you.
And you're just regularly illiterate. I mean, dude, like, then just argue the claim.
I did argue the claim.
But it doesn't make sense.
Then falsify it.
Okay, just because someone can do something does not mean that they ought to do it.
Okay,
just
so then
because men can force women to do what they want doesn't mean that they ought to.
So then descriptively, do you agree with force doctrine?
I mean, I believe on a blanket, I believe on like a smaller level. I think that interpersonally, someone can use force if they have more force over someone.
Okay, let's try this. What is force doctrine?
Force doctrine is your whole thing that men have a monopoly on force and human beings have no inherent rights. All laws are enforced by force and violence is used to maintain societal regularity on a certain level.
And that women have to appeal to men for their monopoly on force in order to secure their whatever needs or rights or whatever it is they want, right? That's part of force doctrine?
Sure,
okay,
yeah,
do you
by
agree,
your definition.
Then do you agree with the description? Do you agree that description is true?
I already said I agreed with the description. That's why I want to argue your claim.
I asked you 4 times if you agreed with the description of force doctrine.
And I said I agreed with it 4 times. Well, one time I said no to piss you off. But then the other times I said yes.
So you agreed with me that when it comes to force doctrine, you agree to the descriptor being true.
Sure.
Okay, now we can get somewhere, maybe.
That's what I said. Oh my God.
I mean, you never did, but okay.
I did, Andrew.
So now that we can get past that, now that you've agreed to force doctrine, can you tell me why men should enforce women's rights?
Why men should enforce women's rights? I don't necessarily think that... I think that free will is honestly a privilege. I mean, not a privilege. I think that free will is a right. I think that everyone
Well,
has
then-
the right to bodily autonomy.
Then you don't agree to force doctrine. Why'd you lie to me? Why did you lie to me?
You asked me if I agreed with your definition. I
Yeah.
agree with your definition of it. I don't morally agree with it. That's
Well,
what I'm
if we
saying.
don't agree with the descriptor, then we have to argue the descriptor until you
Yes.
either falsify the descriptor or agree with the descriptor. It can't be either or. It has to be either or. It can't be anything else. It's either true or it's false.
I just want to understand your moral justification for controlling someone else's body. I'm talking on a moral basis, not that you can't physically. I understand that you can physically. I agree with the premise.
That's nice,
but I want you to
asked
defend
you.
why
But I
morally
asked
this is
you a
acceptable.
question, and you didn't answer it. Why should men enforce women's rights? Why should they?
Because it is morally unacceptable to control others. It is morally impermissible.
That's
to
the
control
opposite.
others.
You're not controlling. If you're enforcing their rights, it sounds like they're controlling you, right? Like, how are you controlling them by enforcing their rights?
But right is simply, as we've defined it,
Yeah.
a privilege without a
so
duty.
why should men enforce women's privileges?
But they don't have to. So what are you defining as
Answer my
privileges?
question. Why should men enforce women's privileges?
They don't have to enforce women's privileges.
Great. Great. I believe the exact same thing. Perfect. I'm
But
going to go have
you
a smoke.
don't have to enforce. Oh my goodness, he's upset.
He's coming back. He's just gonna do a little
Rage
smoke
quit.
break.
Are
I've
you
got him
kidding?
to
You
rage
just agreed
quit.
with my entire position.
Oh shit! The misogynist rage quit.
agree with you that men should not enforce women's
Well, you didn't let me
rights.
finish the sentence.
Well, I don't really need to. You conceded the debate.
No, I did not concede the debate, Andrew. You're just walking away because you're mad.
Well, I'm going to go have a smoke like I do every time I do a debate.
He's just taking a brief.
I'll take a
brief
smoke.
break. Oh, can you? We'll have you stay at the table.
Oh, I want to smoke though. That's not fair. Why does he get to smoke?
You want to smoke with?
Oh no. Oh, is he gonna come back?
Yeah. So usually we'll just have one person take a break at a time.
Yeah, sure.
While we do that, I'll allow a couple chats to come through. Give me just a
Oh, I don't
moment.
want to talk to the chat. Fuck those guys.
Give me one moment here. All right. So, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, $200 TTS if you want to get a message in.
Okay,
If you've
I
got
mean-
a question or something for.
Can I just finish the basic point that I was gonna make now that he's not here to interrupt
Well,
me?
you may want. I'm totally fine having you finish the point, but I think we should wait until Andrew's back so he can hear it and respond
Well,
to
I'm
it.
gonna go smoke after he comes back.
So then do it once you're both back at the table.
Sure.
So just hang tight. He's going to do a quick smoke, then you can take a brief break.
I've never
you,
seen
you
him so
smoke.
upset.
You smoke cigarettes or you vape?
No, cigarettes.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
I've never seen him so upset. This is hilarious. I thought women were supposed to be more emotional.
Well, I'll let him respond to that when he's back at the table. Guys, if you want to get a message in, streamlabs.com/whatever, $200 TTS. We have 18,000 people, 18,000 concurrent viewers at the moment. That's just on YouTube, and I think we have over 1,000 over there on Twitch. Speaking of Twitch, go to twitch.tv/whatever. Drop us a follow and a Prime sub if you have one. If you have Amazon Prime, you can link it to your Twitch. It's a quick, free, easy way to support the show every single month. Also, guys, if you're enjoying the stream and you want to see more debates, like the video. Also, I just figured I'd do this announcement now. If there's anybody watching and if you're a content creator and you're interested in doing a debate, you're welcome to DM us, and we'd be happy to host the debate. The Whatever podcast is looking to host more debates, so feel free to DM us there. Also, you can support the show via Venmo and Cash App, Whatever Pod, on both. Venmo, Cash App, they don't take any platform fees. So with Streamlabs, it's 3 to 4%. YouTube takes 30%. And then on top of that, if you're using the YouTube app on an Apple device, iPhone, iPad, whatever, they take 30% too. So if you were to send in a $200 super chat, they take half of that. Apple and YouTube collectively take over half of a $200 super chat. So be sure to do it through either Streamlabs or Venmo Cash App. Also, we have a Discord, discord.gg/whatever. We post behind the scenes, our stream schedule on there. And also shop.whatever.com if you'd like to get some merchandise. Some people were reporting that there were apparently, maybe they're just trolling, some video and audio issues. All you have to do, if that occurs, just refresh, reload the stream, and we'll get right back to it. So Andrew's rejoining here. Did
I
you
am
want to
gonna
take
go
a little
smoke.
quick smoke break?
Yes.
I should have actually just had you guys do it at the same time.
That's
but
what I said, Brian.
yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. So we will continue the show. Just right out there, yeah. We will continue the stream in just a moment as soon as she returns. Reminder, guys, $200 TTS, that's streamlabs.com/whatever. We have a couple chats coming through. I'll get to those as soon as she is back. Andrew, tell the audience to like the video.
Like the video.
That's it.
It's like talking to a toddler.
That's it. Do you have a light that she could use?
What? Oh, shit. Sorry.
Light? Do we have a light for her?
Yeah, you can use my lighter.
Wait, I got one.
Okay.
Oh, no, I don't. Oh, no, I don't. Can I have yours?
Andrew, your light?
Oh, you need my light? Please would be nice. No,
Really?
really.
Not gonna give me a light?
No. You
All
got.
right, I'll be back. I'll go across the street.
All right,
let's-
fine.
come
I'll give you
on.
the damn lighter. I'm joking with you. Calm down. Here.
All right, guys. Give us just a moment while...
Revenge is mine, so saith the Lord.
Give us a moment here while we're just taking a brief intermission to allow our debaters to take smoke breaks. You guys should quit, You ever...
You should just let us smoke in the studio, bro. Get a
Get
studio.
I will get evicted.
Get a studio where we can smoke.
It's not a bad idea, though. I mean, I would have no problem with it, but
Okay.
I must abide by the landlord's rules. Okay, so guys, if you're enjoying the stream, just hang tight, stay tuned. She's going to take a quick smoke break, and we will be right back. And let me see if there's anything we can get pulled up or any announcements. Speaking of which, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, we are planning to do Andrew's final show tomorrow.
I'm not going to be there for that.
No?
Nope, I got to go back one day early. I didn't get a chance to talk to you when I got here.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So the DGen panel, I think, yeah, we'll have to talk about it later.
Okay, we'll talk about it after the show. Let's see here. We have Tinkerton. Thank you for the gifted 5 subs. Really appreciate it. I'm going to read this one from ET. Whenever Andrew gets her on a point, she immediately tries to say he's mad because she's not smart enough to understand, or she makes up something he never said. You and your ASVAB waiver boyfriend deserve each other. Thank you for that message. Guys, our read threshold is a bit higher, but I'm just going to read a few if we have time.
Once we got to the concession, though, that men shouldn't enforce women's privilege, there we go. We got our OC claim. That was it. Done. So great. She agrees with me. That's the end of that. Done.
I'm going to thank Laura for the $5 on Cash App. Rachel, thank for the 20 on Venmo. Brian, thank for the 50 on Venmo. And Justin, thank for the 10 on Cash App. Thank you guys. Venmo, Cash App, whatever pod, if you want 100% of your contribution to go towards the show. Since we have some high viewership, I'd like to remind you guys our stream schedule. We do our dating talk episodes Sundays, 5 p.m. Pacific. And in addition to that...
Also, subscribe to the Crucible. Do it immediately. Hurry up. Faster. Hurry up. You're not over there subscribing quick enough. Or sending in the super chats. We need all the super... Where's all the super chats? I was told there's like 18,000 live watching.
Yeah, there's, the viewership's declining here just because we're taking a brief intermission. But there's currently, there's just under 18,000 concurrent viewers. You know what? While I need to make an appeal to the viewers and audience here really quick, I've been having a lot of issues with my X account lately. If anybody has a connection over there at Twitter, at X, I've been trying to get it fixed. It's been going on like 7 weeks now. An issue with my X account. I've tried to reach out to support, no responses. So if somebody has, you're gonna, in order for this to be fixed, I'm gonna need to get in touch with somebody who has a connection or even works there at X, at Twitter, who can help me out. So you can DM me at whatever on Instagram. You can email me, brian@whatever.com, BRIAN @whatever.com if you're able to assist. We got some super chats here that we'll read. She had to appeal to Andrew's force possession just to light her cig. There it is. Cool. Thank you, Brian S.
Fucking
Appreciate
patriarchy's
it.
hoarding all the resources.
Thank you, guys. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, like the video. There's 17,000 people watching. Guys, just hit the like video really quick if you want to see more debates. We're trying to do more of these, so if you like this, you want to see more of them, hit the like video, or hit the like button, excuse me. And like I said, if anybody's watching and you'd like to do a debate, hopefully, you know, we're going to want to select from people who've done at least some debates or do content creation so we can vet you a little bit. But we are looking to host more debates. So
Andrew,
if you're
make
interested
sure
in that,
she doesn't steal your lighter.
and specifically, we're looking for debate opponents for Andrew Wilson here. If you're a feminist, if you're liberal, if you're a Democrat, if you disagree with Andrew Wilson here on something, we'd love to schedule more. If you're interested in debating Andrew, feel free to. You disagree with him, you're a feminist, liberal, or whatever. Send me a DM on Instagram at whatever, and we can try to arrange for that.
Especially feminists. Like some of their actual champions, because they have way better champions than this.
Can you check on her, please? We have Chef. I have a connection at X. Just kidding, man. Sorry, LOL. Andrew, make sure she doesn't steal your lighter.
I'll get the lighter back.
Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Here, Mary, pull up. Oh wait, we can't pull up Discord. Never mind. One of our monitors bugged out right before the show.
Of course.
Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, twitch.tv/whatever, drop us a follow and a Prime sub if you have one. It's a quick, very easy way to support the show. And also, I think it's been a couple minutes since we last got a Prime sub, so check if you have a Prime sub available. If you have Amazon Prime, you just link it up, super quick and easy way to support the show. All right. Let me see here. Andrew, are there any, I think we should try to get back to kind of the main topic. Well, we've been discussing it, but are there any other topips you'd like to hit on?
Yeah, I'd like to move into feminism now.
Okay.
I stood up to her internal critique, and now it's time for her to stand up to mine.
Okay, got it. So we'll do feminism.
So force doctrine, she did an internal critique. She agreed with force doctrine ultimately. So now I'd like...
Here we go. All right. Thank you for the lights.
That was a little...
very harsh. I did not mean... The table is very slick. Oh, wait. I'm going to refill my water.
Mary, can you do it for her? Oh, actually, no. She has one there. Never mind.
Oh, wait. No, labels. I can't open this, actually.
I'll do it.
Force doctrine. There it is. See? Right there.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Force doctrine applies to pickle jars as well.
My cat's name is Pickle.
We'll do a pickle jar pop if somebody sends in...
Are we opening pickle jar? Although
Yeah,
I am an exceptionally physically weak woman.
I don't know. You look pretty. Do you lift or?
You're funny.
I don't know.
All of 98 pounds.
We'll do a pickle jar challenge. If somebody sends in a $1,000 TTS, we'll order a pickle jar to the studio and we'll see.
I gotta get a pump going though.
I'm gonna let a couple messages come through here really quick.
Okay.
We have Wizard. He says, "What can women joking?" Oh no. Okay. Women do without men enforcing their rights. If men collectively remove any right from women, who can put them back? Remember, no men on your side. P.S. Force doctrine is a man and men. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
A couple more chats here really quick, then we'll get right back to it. Someone looks like they bought a hoodie and a t-shirt on our merch shop, shop.whatever.com if you want to get yourself some merchandise. We have Pasty George here.
Oh, Jesus.
Pasty George donated $200.
They might roast you a little bit, just warning you.
This
But
weird,
you seem like you have
awkward-looking female with
tough skin,
shite
thick
locks
skin.
on her head is a troll and argues in bad faith. I understand Andrew's frustration because he is debating with a mentally handicapped person.
I actually would love to respond to that. So if I'm being completely honest with you, Andrew, I've been watching a few of your debates, and I've noticed that you like to troll women. Specifically, there was a video in which you made fun of disabled person, you made fun of their deaf accent. You do that consistently. You've called women whores. You've called them
I don't
satanic.
call them whores.
I literally just watched a video of
You didn't
calling
watch
women
a video of me
You
calling
called her a
women
satanic
whores.
prostitute whore. You just did it.
If she was a prostitute and a Satanist, yes.
Well, she wasn't a Satanist. She was a sex worker. But
No, she was a Satanist.
am I answering the question, or are you answering the question?
Yeah, but I'm not going to let
think
you
the question was
lie.
directed to
Like, I'm
me.
not going to let you lie. She was a.
I think the question
If a
was directed
person
to
is a Satanist and a prostitute, are they a satanic whore?
But she didn't call herself.
Can you
a
answer my
Satanist.
question?
She didn't identify.
But she
as a
did.
Satanist, though.
She did, though. She's
Okay.
if you're a Satanist and a prostitute, then you're a satanic whore. You see how that works?
Yeah, I see how that works.
Do you?
But
Do you?
Here's what I'm trying to say.
You're so emotional. Calm
Andrew-
down.
oh
Answer
my
the
goodness.
question.
Look at him. He's
Answer
trying
the
to do
question.
it to me.
Answer
Are
the
you trying to
question.
upset me?
Answer the
'Cause
question.
It's not working, baby.
I don't know. It looks like
think
it looks like it's working.
It's really not.
It looks like it is.
It's really not.
Yeah.
though.
So is a woman who is a Satanist and a prostitute a satanic whore?
Yes. Now, can
Okay.
I answer
Thank
the
you.
question directly?
Thank
to that?
you.
Okay.
So then I was right.
And it's funny because you just said you don't call women whores, and then you just called her a whore. But
No, I make
my-
descriptive statements on
Andrew,
what is
you
a
don't let me answer the
whore.
question. I don't think it was
I
directed
make
to
a
you.
descriptive statement on what is a
Somebody
whore.
paid a ridiculous amount of money to ask me a question, and I would like to answer
I
it.
can't wait to hear it.
Okay. To be honest with you, Andrew, I think you debate in bad faith. The whole
Whatever that
concept
means.
of I'm trying to dominate my opponent is not necessarily the way to debate. If you're trying to reach a common ground and create a mutual consensus, that is a bad faith debate.
I
You pay
literally
people-
just
you charge people
allowed my
$250
entire worldview to be up for internal critique. I didn't even push back once, and you still came to my conclusion without me pushing back at all.
I'm not
That
at
is
your
the
conclusion.
epitome of good faith.
We haven't gotten to your conclusion, Andrew.
We did. You
We
agreed
didn't.
that men have no obligation to enforce male privilege after saying you descriptively agree with force doctrine.
But men also
That's
have
it.
no-
Done.
Okay, but men also have no obligation to enforce their own rights.
Great.
So, how do you create a society in which all rights and all privileges are based specifically on force? To me, that sounds like
You'd
anarchy.
already descriptively agreed and conceded that point, but I'd like to move into feminism whenever
no,
you're
we
ready.
did not concede that point.
I mean, you did, but we have other topics to move into, specifically your feminist view. And since I stayed up to internal critique, it is now your turn for your view.
Okie dokie. I just don't think it's morally correct to say you do not deserve rights unless you can
Great. What do
physically
you
fight
base
for
your
them.
morality on?
I base my morality on like basic concepts of ethics, Kantian morality, Rousseau's philosophy of ethics. I think that
So, Kantian ethics, you're a universalist ethicist, you're a deontologist?
no, I wouldn't say. Honestly, I feel like neither consequentialism nor deontological ethics like fully encapsulate.
So, you're a threshold deontologist?
I don't know. I think there's merit to both arguments.
Okay, so what do you
But
base
if
your
we would
morality
like
on?
to- I think I base my morality on physically how you are impacting other people. If you are hurting
That would be
others,
consequences.
Sure, but intent does play kind of a part in consequences.
That would be consequences as well. So if I have the intent to do good things and bad things happen to you, you'd say I shouldn't be doing those good things to you, right?
No, that's why I'm saying I think that there's a gray area between consequentialism and deontological.
So threshold deontology. So,
Sure.
Okay, great. So you're a threshold deontologist. Can you tell me what you base that on other than your own personal perspective?
Do you not believe that it's immoral?
It's not
to hurt
my
other
turn to
people?
answer questions. Your turn for the internal critique.
Do you
I
not
just
believe it? Well, I believe it's
answer-
immoral to hurt other people. It is inherently wrong to hurt others. And
What
that's-
makes it inherently wrong?
Well, hurting other people is not. You think that's good?
That's just you making the claim and then it's called question begging. It's a question begging fallacy. When
You're question
When I
begging.
say,
You continue to add
do you even know
questions
what
and
question
questions and
begging
questions.
means? What does it mean?
Oh my God, Andrew.
What does it mean?
You're trying to catch me in a logical
What does
fallacy.
it
by
mean?
I'm answering. You're trying to catch me in a logical fallacy.
That's
by
not
asking me
answering.
to
What does it mean?
question begging. You're trying to catch
what
your
does
opponent.
it mean? It doesn't mean you're trying to catch your opponent. That's not what question begging
Not-
means.
Will you let me finish?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's it mean?
You're trying to catch your opponent in a logical fallacy by asking them questions that inherently create a dissonance.
What the fuck are you talking about? That is not what the question begging fallacy is.
So then how do you define it?
It's not a definitional thing. It's a fallacious thing. When I ask you, is this inherent? You say, listen, it's inherent because it's inherent. It's inherent because it's inherent.
That's not what I said.
Great. What makes it inherent? What makes your morals inherent? What makes not hurting somebody else being bad inherent?
You don't think that hurting other people
That's
is bad?
asking me a question, not answering it. What makes hurting other people bad inherent?
Inherently, you are denying them the right to their bodily autonomy.
Yeah, but what makes that bad?
It's bad because it's hurting them. Hurting
Yeah,
someone
but
is
what
physically
makes
bad.
that bad?
You don't think that hurting something
That's
someone is
asking
bad?
me a question, not answering it.
It's bad because it's immoral.
It's bad because it's bad. Now you have done a circular, fallacious argument.
Sure.
What is bad? This thing over here that's bad. What makes it bad? The fact that it's bad. Why is it bad? Because it's bad? Is that why it's bad?
You sound like a
Is
cat
it
in the hat.
bad because it's bad because it's bad?
It is inherently wrong to hurt other people.
Yeah, what makes it inherently wrong to hurt other people?
It is inherently wrong to hurt other people because you are denying them their free will, you are causing them physical pain,
Mm-hmm.
and you are participating and exacerbating in suffrage
Yeah,
and
what,
suffering.
what makes that bad though?
You don't think that causing other
That's
people to suffer
asking
is
me
bad.
a question. Asking me what makes it bad doesn't describe for me what makes it bad.
Hurting someone is bad
Because
because you are denying them their right
yeah,
to
but
free
what
will
makes that part bad?
and perpetuating
Yeah,
suffering.
but what makes that part bad?
You don't think that suffering is bad.
No, that has nothing to do with what I think.
It does have
Here's
everything to do with what
here's
you-
how this
you think.
conversation's going, just so you know.
Sure.
I'm like, is eating candy bars bad? And you're like, it's bad. I say, what makes eating candy bars bad? And you
It's
say, well,
unhealthy.
because it's unhealthy for you. And I say, but why is being unhealthy bad? And you say, because eating candy bars is bad.
You are causing physical harm.
Okay,
You
so
are disrupting society.
So eating a donut is immoral?
I'm not talking about candy bars anymore.
Is eating a
I'm talking about
donut
your
immoral?
initial
Is eating a
statement.
donut immoral?
No, because you're not causing a physical harm
You're
to anyone
causing
else.
physical harm?
To someone else. It is an exercise
So
of
is
your free
making
will.
donuts immoral?
No.
But even if people are going to eat them and it causes them harm?
But eating one donut is not going to cause someone physical harm.
Yeah, but if
you
there's
eat a donut in excess, then that causes someone physical harm. But that is not something that you are policing. If you make donuts
So-
and then force someone to buy and eat 10
Got it.
donuts in front of you, then that
Okay.
would be causing a physical harm.
When you say the word inherently, what you mean is something which is like based inside the human experience? What do you mean by inherently?
I mean, on an instinctual level, does it not
Instinctual.
hurt someone to cause harm? Although, of course, there are people
I'm just
who
asking
are
what do you
sociopaths and
mean
don't
by
feel that.
inherently?
I mean inherently as in on a very basic, it is a fact, inherent fact.
Inherently, it means it's a fact.
I'm just saying inherently as in it is implicit throughout every culture. Well, not every culture, but like it's implicit.
Okay, inherently means implicit. So it means always, like always something. It's inherent. It's like always this thing. Is that what that means?
I'm getting confused. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm asking you what inherently means.
Why don't we just Google it? Why am I'm not married.
I'm actually okay with you. If you want to
Yeah,
Google
can
the
we Google
definition
it?
of inherent,
Yes,
yeah,
thank you.
Brian can pull it up. I'm not trying to get a got you on the definition. I just want the definition.
Okay, yeah, then let's pull it up.
Existing in something as a permanent, essential, or
Like always.
characteristic
That's what I said.
attribute.
I said always.
So I just want to make sure. Hang on.
Yeah.
Existing. Read the rest of it.
There's a few others. Do you want
Just the first
Just
one's
the first
fine.
one.
Okay, existing in something as a permanent, essential, or characteristic attribute.
So it is a permanent attribute from your view that hurting somebody else is bad.
Yes.
Why?
Because you are causing them physical harm, which is a disruption to social order.
Why is that bad though?
Well, because you would have no social order, you would not be able to progress as a society, and physical harm is painful. You are causing someone pain. It is bad to cause someone
So
pain.
yeah,
I think that's an
But you
inherent
just
fact.
keep. Do you understand? Like what you keep saying is it's bad because it's bad.
Well, it's causing a
because it's
negative.
bad because it's bad.
You are taking something away from someone,
Mm-hmm.
which is their physical, like, just capability. and
So
existence.
if it were the case
Yes.
that most of society believed that enslavement was fine because it was inherent that some people were allowed to own other people, would that be bad?
But that's not an inherent truth.
Well, what makes physically hurting someone else an inherent truth?
Physically hurting someone else is an inherent truth because you are denying them bodily autonomy and the ability to control what happens to their body, and you are causing a net negative to that person.
Yeah, but you haven't actually told me why that part of that is bad, though.
Causing a net negative to others is bad on every single moral, like, as a Christian, you should know why hurting other people is bad.
I know why Christians think so. I don't know why you think so.
I think so because, again, you're robbing them of their bodily autonomy.
Yeah, but you don't tell me why that's actually bad. So you start This is what makes it question begging. You start with the assumption as the conclusion. You start with the premise as a conclusion. Hurting people is bad because it's bad to hurt people.
Yes.
That's your position?
No, I'm saying hurting people is bad because you are robbing them of their physical autonomy and you are creating a net negative to another person.
So if you could hurt people collectively in some way and it causes good outcomes, would that be bad?
Yes.
Well, then you just negated what makes it bad.
Well, that's because I'm not a consequentialist.
Then why are you making the claim that this is bad if even the good results are still bad?
But it's not a good result if you are hurting people at a net negative.
Huh?
If it is a net negative, then it is not good. If hurting people is a universal net negative to those people,
Yeah.
and the more people you hurt, the more negative it is,
Yeah.
then hurting people in that instance is also bad.
What makes it a net negative, though?
Physically harming someone is negative to them. You are causing pain, which is a negative to them.
Okay, and do you agree that there's some groups who maybe have negative outlooks that you need to cause pain to?
If they are hurting other people and the negative of those people is outweighing the negative of hurting them, then potentially.
What if they just refuse to comply?
But that's why, like going back to the force theory, that's why force is used in some situations to control others. Mm-hmm. And it is used immorally when it is not controlling someone who is putting a net negative.
I want to tell you about a